Yo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we're out here just preaching. We're out here telling the...
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up?
I'm Justin, man.
Justin.
Yes. Well,
Yes, sir.
No, we've been coming out here for like the last 5-6 weeks.
Can you switch to Malachi?
In church outside, feeding folks, you know.
Oh, shit.
And it's funny, there's so many different churches in Tulsa.
There is a lot. There's a lot.
And if we would stay out of, just, you know, let God in. But it's just hard. I mean, everybody's trying to do it on their own.
Yeah.
And if the churches would come together, you know, yeah, I feel like there'd be a lot more getting done. But I love what y'all are doing. I mean, we're just trying to do the same thing, just in a different
y'all
way.
church over there? Okay.
Yeah, and so we go in, we knock on the doors, we say, hey, we got a little food, little Jesus going outside, everybody needs friends, come on out. We sit them down, we feed them, minister a little bit.
What y'all minister? What y'all teaching?
Love. God, I mean, it's non-denominational. I mean, and I don't want to get into, man, there's so many ways that you can construct it, and I feel like man has been the one thing that has let it wrong, because the truth exists through God's love in the creation. And so I can't tell you what that is to you. I only know that personally through my experience. And what I show you? Love? Yeah.
Let's get 1 John 5, verse 3. The love of God.
This is 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3.
Right out.
For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Is that what we teach and what we knocking door to door?
Well, I mean, it's the Bible. I mean, I know that I don't know everything in the Bible. I know that I try to surrender myself because I have came from this world. So the more that I let the Holy Spirit in my heart and I lead with love, then it's really going to be that. It's not going to be me trying to tell anybody anything. I'm trying to lead with you know, with the Holy Spirit.
Go up to verse 2.
This is 1 John chapter 5 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments.
So when we go to when Christ says, love thy neighbor as thyself and love God with all your strength, all your might, this is how you do those things. All those things encompass the entire law. So read that again from 2.
Yes, sir.
1 John chapter 5 verse 2. By this we know that we love the children of God, when we love God and keep his commandments. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Not only are we keeping his commandments, being the love of God, but his commandments are not grievous, meaning it's not a task or a problem for you to keep his law, statutes, and commandments, knowing that they are for your good.
Yes, sir.
So do we teach the law, statutes, and commandments? That's the question we got.
Right. Well, like Galatians 6, where it says, brethren, if any person is overtaken in misconduct or sin of any sort, you are who are spiritual, who are responsible to control by the Spirit, should set him right and restore and resonate in him. Right? And so as a community, whether it's you, me, him, her, them, us, that, I mean, there's so many angles to this world, man. But if you look here, like if you want to walk in the halls with me in there, and you see it, you know what it is out here, man. There's so much help that people need, and it is Jesus. It's the only truth I've ever experienced. It is the only truth that I've ever known. Everything else falls short. Whether it's from you, whether it's from me, it is the only thing that sets us free. You know, and to share it, I mean...
What sets you free? What sets you free?
What sets me free?
I mean, in general,
what sets
people free? What would set them free? When you say you walk the halls in there, what would set them free?
Well, that would be up for God to decide. I mean, each person's different. So
yes, he's already decided. So this is what we do. We're out here restoring order by teaching the law, statutes, and commandments, because that's what converts the soul. Get Psalm 19 and 7.
All right. Well, that's awesome, man. And praise God. You know, I'm glad y'all are doing that. But I just wanted to at least say hello, say what's up, you know what I'm saying? And just blessings on all y'all and everything.
See, because the issue we have, like everything that will restore those people in there, like the typical modern day Christian church would say those things are done away with. But everything that would fix the people in that building is in the law. Get that?
This is Psalms 19 verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
So the law would convert those people. They wouldn't have a hatred toward each other, because that's in the law. Love thy neighbor like thy love thyself. It wouldn't be any prostitution or pimping, because it says, "Thou shalt not be a whore of the daughters of Zion." Thou shalt not prostitute thy daughter.
Yeah.
Those things will fix the community, but the problem we have with the modern Christian church is they say all those things are done away
Man,
with.
there's all kind. We can sit here all day and talk about the problems in the churches, but I feel like right here is partly being a servant and truly doing what you're saying is the
That's
order.
right.
And I think that, you know, I mean, dude, I'm sitting here with chill bumps all over me, and because there is a presence, and it's not me, you know, and it's not you, and it is the overpowering God that created each and every one of us, man.
That's right.
We have the same DNA. Whether I'm white and you're black, we come from the same place. It's proven, factually, scientifically. We come from the same place.
We do, but do all people have the same destination?
Well, I would say that's the one thing we have is our own choice. That's what was given, and that will determine where we go, in my mind. Because it's eternal in hell or it's eternal in heaven. Either way, it's eternal.
What was your own?
But I just wanted to say hello, give a big hug, say what's up, and if y'all need anything from anything that I could provide, I'm more than welcome. But I just wanted to say hello. That's it.
All right, take care.
Yeah, y'all have a great
Hey,
day.
teach to keep the law, statutes, commandments. That's what's going to restore those people in that building.
That's what we're trying to do.
Hey, can we break down Romans 9 though?
Yeah, let's get-
I got that
no,
say as a 69.
Second Ezra is a good one too. 6. And it's 6 and 54. 54. Can you get that first? Second Ezra 6 and 54. Get that first?
Yeah, I got you.
Because, well, real quick, the reason why we have to come to our people is because there's been a spirit push by the Christian church that there is no sense of urgency. There's no sense of urgency in the Christian church. He's still working on me. That's typically what you're in the Christian church. He's still working. He not through with me yet. Well, King David said, "I made haste to keep the law, statutes, and commandments."
Right.
Get that, make notes hearing.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance.
So tarrying is prolonging, putting off day to day. Actually saying, God ain't through with me yet. He's still working on me. That's tarrying. You putting it, you're making excuses to prolong not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, which will restore you for your good. Get Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Get 2 Corinthians 10.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee, but to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments of the Lord and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
That's a requirement. If you are an Israelite, he requires you to keep the law, statutes, and commandments for your good. And that's the thing, we got to pull down these strongholds. Like, a person might comment, what we told the young brother here earlier, a person might comment, oh, the first thing they teach them is color. What we have to do first is tear down the lies that the Christian church has created before we even get to teach. We got to clean the slate first. That's the issue. If you didn't lie in the first place, we wouldn't have to do that. If his color doesn't matter, why isn't the description that the Lord provided, why is that not the description if it doesn't matter? It doesn't matter if it's not it doesn't matter if long as he's white. That's the truth. One thing I seen, one thing about demographics is the demographic has to suit the demographic. I mean, things have to suit the demographic of the majority or who's in power. I seen this one. The first time I seen this or came to the realization that Band-Aids. This is funny. I saw a Band-Aid on this Caucasian man's forehead. I was like, damn, that kind of blend in. Then that's how I came to the realization. Band-Aids are made for white people. Now we got different skin tone Band-Aids. So that's the proof that Band-Aids were made for white people. And that goes along with anything else. Everything has to fit across the board for the white man. Everything is the demographic. He's the Israelites. He's the Moabite. He's the Hamite, the Egyptian. He's the Persian. But when it comes to the Edomite, he's everyone but the Edomite. He's everyone but himself. He's everyone but himself. Get to 2 Corinthians.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
The pulling down strongholds. We got to come out here and pull down the strongholds before we even begin to build. And that goes into this image right here. That is a stronghold. People look at that and they see God. That's a psyop. You make him this man, and then you call him God. So the white man is God, according to the world. Or even if people don't even admit it, if people don't even admit those thoughts, but it's still in their mind. So, hey, sometimes, even within the knowledge, within the truth, this image may still pop in your head. That's what you call a stronghold. Spiritual weakness. You had some. You was over.
Hey. Sometimes things can exist in your mind subconsciously, meaning you don't got to be actively thinking it, but deep down in the back of your mind, so to speak. That's the best way I can describe the subconscious. Automatically, you think certain things without thinking them on purpose. So a lot of people think God is white, Jesus is white, just because it's been programmed subconsciously into our mind for so long. So if you start saying everybody ain't equal, that's why Jake automatically get offended, because subconsciously, that's why that girl probably was feeling some type of way. Because subconsciously, we was psychologically programmed to believe everybody is damn equal. Now it's in our subconscious. Now when somebody say something different, it's like, hold on. Hey, not Stockholm syndrome, but it's a different thing when people can't accept facts that go against what they already believe. It's a mental illness. It's a phenomenon. Delusion, man. Right? Let's call it what it is. It's a delusion. Hey, Cap. What's that thing called when people can't accept reality? We used to say it all the time. Cognitive dissonance. It's cognitive dissonance, man. They can't accept the reality because it shake them up too bad. But go ahead.
It happens a lot of times when people are dealing with death.
Yeah. Cognitive dissonance. And you see that a lot with, like, Christianity detaches you from reality. If you ask a Christian who is the most wicked kingdom on earth, the most wicked race of people on earth, they can't answer it. But it's obvious when you look at the earth. Who destroys the earth? Who has their hand in everything? Get Psalms 17 and 13. Psalm 17 and 13.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
He had also prepared for him the instruments of death.
17 and 13.
Oh. Psalm 17 and verse 13.
Bring it out.
It says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life."
Men of the world that have their portion in this life. Your sword that has their portion in this life. Keep going.
Which have, Selaki, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. they are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes.
Who is it that has their portion in this life, lives by the sword, and leaves the rest of their substance to their babes' inheritance? It's obvious process of elimination. That's the so-called white man. Hey, but Christianity detaches you from reality. You can't answer that. Get Micah 2. Go to Micah 2. And start at the top.
The book of Micah chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
Who got the power to practice what they imagine, the evil thoughts that they imagine? Not the thoughts that they desire, not the evil imagination that they desire, but what they actually have power to bring forth when they, who has that? Go ahead.
It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence.
They covet fields and take them by violence. That's living by the sword. Anything the so-called white man has, any land that he's in, tell me, name one land that he's obtained legitimately. That's $1 million question right there. One land that the white man has obtained legitimately. You can't do it, but a Christian, will be detached from that reality. Christianity has caused cognitive dissonance. The logic, any logic that applies, it all of a sudden doesn't apply when we get to the Bible.
Right.
Okay, we talk about the image. Okay, the image doesn't matter. If you had a son and he had all these different achievements and accolades, and then you just put a random picture up of somebody and that's my son. Are you going to say that doesn't matter? You're going to be mad as hell. So how much more the Son of God? It's ridiculous. You have to work hard. You have to go to a university for 4 years to be successful according to the world.
Right.
If you want to start a business, it takes years. It takes years of hard work. If you want to be an athlete, it takes years of hard work. But when it comes to the ultimate achievement a man can achieve on earth, you ain't got to do nothing. What logic is? All logic leaves when you come with these doctrines. Right. Doctrines of devils. Do you have something?
Oh, yeah. Come on. It says, Genesis 27, verse 39. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, so this is Esau's blessing, right? So-called white man. Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, right? And so who right now is, who has the fatness of the earth, man? The white man, the so-called white man. You saw the brother go into how everybody thinks the white man is Christ, man. He has the fatness of the earth, right? It says, and of the dew of heaven from above. It says, and by thy sword thou shalt live. It says, by thy sword shalt thou live. So the white man, bro, he lives by that sword, man. That's why he been killing your ass all the time, man. You see the doomsday bunkers. What else they got? You got the hunters clubs. Bro, they got all kinds of white people in there, man. The so-called white man. He lives by the sword. If he wants to go take something, man, he go grabs his sword and he goes conquers it, man. That's what he does, bro. He lies, he breaks covenants. He lives by the sword, right? And to finish out, it says, and thou shalt serve thy brother. It says, and it shall come to pass, thou wilt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck, right? So that goes more into Esau's blessings, right? Is that he lives by the sword, man.
That's right. And that dominion, it says, when you get the dominion, it says you shall break his yoke off your neck. That's what they called the dark ages. That was when we had the yoke on Esau when he was in the mountains. And now he's here for a short period, fooling the nations again, but it's only gonna last. It's to the ass end of. It's to the end of. Go ahead.
Proverbs 29 verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. That's just clean cut how it is. I mean, look at America right now, man. People are mourning. You got damn Donald Trump want to take away food stamps, take away government assistance and stuff like that.
Taxes.
That what else would that you think that's gonna bring cheer to America? No, that's gonna bring poor. What is the poor supposed to do? You got people relying on those food stamps every month. Man, we have food stamps. I understand how much it was a blessing for that. So imagine that taken away. That's gonna be a lot of mourning, right? You got people that are trying to feed their kids. You know, you got egg prices rising. We saw what happened with COVID, man. Hey, man, when the wicked are rule the earth, the world mourns, man.
Yeah, you got people that hire engineers, like cities hire engineers to make it uncomfortable for the homeless. You got to pay engineers, you got to draw out blueprints, you got to get it built, you got to put out contracts. Man, it's nothing to make a 4x4 building and just put cots in it.
And then they spend $70 million for a bunch of rocks to keep the homeless out.
Right.
Yep.
Above and beyond, because I can't.
Million?
What, like the video with the all the food behind the Walmarts?
Yeah.
That's not even expired yet. It's about to expire, but I gotta throw it away because I can't give it away.
Can't give it away.
That's the mindset.
Yeah.
That's the mindset of a wicked kingdom.
Hey, it says too, it says Southern California mayor says he wants to purge homeless population by giving them all fentanyl and letting them purge everything.
And he mean every word of that.
He said give them all the fentanyl they want. This is their mentality. Not help them, give them fentanyl and let them purge.
Get Job 9:24. Somebody get Job 9.
This is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24.
Check it out.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
If not, where and who? If it's not the so-called white man, where is he? Does the Chinese man run the earth?
No.
Does the African man run the earth?
No.
Does the Persian man run the earth? Who
No.
runs the man? That's a Christian can't answer it. A Christian will not answer the wicked. Who is that wicked nation that runs the earth? You have something?
There's a saying, that's a famous quote. They say, you want to know who runs the world, find out who you can't talk about.
Right. Chiefly Amalek.
Yeah.
And they over there calling Palestine Amalek.
Yep.
They more.
Hey, they over there, believe it or not, they not promoting it, but those people of Hamas, they over there dying in great numbers from famine and starvation. Simple. They got the trucks all at the border, and they not letting them trucks go in. Them people, children begging for help on camera, and they not, somehow them videos ain't making it over here.
Yeah. They got control over all the media. Some of them slip through, you know, because the Most High reveals all. But hey, they got the power over all the media. I hear a lot of stories about the sexual exploitation of children over there, or even soldiers, captive soldiers too. And those are supposed to be, doctors of the law. When you're in the land, like, you're supposed to be cleansed. All this stuff ain't supposed to be going along when the true Israelites enter the land. What's going on with y'all?
Good. What's good?
You all right?
Hey, yeah.
What's that?
What's up, bro?
What's up, man? How you been?
Y'all want to do it?
Yes, sir.
Bar.
How y'all doing?
What's up? So y'all know what we're doing, Aaron? You know about the Israelites?
Yeah.
Like,
I was about to shoot this little video and shit up. I just came down here.
y'all about to shoot a music video.
We shooting a music video.
Singing a new song.
Yeah, we singing a new song.
What's like they like that? So where was we at? Oh yeah.
Hey, they got another video that it didn't go viral as it should have. You got on video Israeli soldiers raping Hamas civilians, men. They in their facilities, Israeli soldiers on video raping Hamas men. And these supposed to be the children. These supposed to be the people of
They
God.
supposed, that's when they get in the land. They supposed to have clean water sprinkled on them. But like, when the clean water gonna come? They've been in there since what? Before 1948. When is the clean water coming? Go ahead.
There should be no war no more, right?
That's right.
Supposed to.
That's Isaiah 60 and 13. Isaiah 60 and 13. Let's get there first. Isaiah.
What you looking for?
There should be no war.
That's Isaiah 2.
Isaiah 2 and 4.
Yeah.
What's that one beating
There's
the
one in
power sword?
Isaiah 60 too.
But it goes into.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
What did it say? Quote it.
Violence shall not be in your gates. I think that's Isaiah 6.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, 18.
Isaiah 60, 18.
This the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, and verse 18. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise.
So why are people leaving the gates at the airport terminal, leaving the land because of violence?
Yep.
That's a major problem. And it's not gonna get answered. We know. We hear everything else in the comments. We ain't gonna get an answer for that though. We will not get an answer for that. There's many major problems. There's one in Malachi 1, I believe. Go to Malachi 1. It may be 9. It's Malachi 1 and 9.
Hey, look, it says in 2024, more than 82,000 Israelis left the country due to war.
But we calling the gate salvation right now. What's going on?
82,000, bro.
What you
I'm trying to deal with it.
Okay, we'll go to what was it? Psalm 50.
We are bringing.
This is Psalm 37, verse 35. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like a green bay tree.
So the wicked, what we just said, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He spread himself like a green bay tree. If you see a green bay tree, it's a tree that has many branches stretching out over a broad area. Who has their hands in everything on the earth? We got an embassy in every country on earth. What languages you got to? What 2 major languages you got to learn to function in society?
Right.
English and Spanish, 2 Edomite languages. For those that don't know, Spanish comes from Edomites. It comes from Spaniards. It's an oppressor's language. The Hispanics are speaking an oppressor's language, just like us here in America are speaking an oppressor's language. Same, look, we're the same people, different tribes. We got the same oppressor, and you can say different tribes, different fathers. You got the chief tribe of the wicked being Amalek. Those people over there now, they trying to call Palestine Amalek. Like we said before, they're everyone but themselves.
Right.
But they know the hatred that God has toward Amalek. That's why they trying to pin it on other people. He is everyone but himself. What you all look?
US Embassy, how many there are?
Yeah, let's look.
It says, I said, how many U.S. embassies are there? The U.S. has over 270 embassies, consulates, and diplomatic missions worldwide. Specifically, the U.S. maintains 271 bilateral posts, embassies, and consulates in 173 countries, as well as 11 permitted missions in international organizations. So it says that in 173 countries, there are U.S. embassies. It says as well as 11 permitted missions to international organizations, right? So Esau got his hand in all these countries, man. You don't hear that about Jamaica having 173 embassies in different countries? No, bro. go to America and try to find a Chinese and Arab embassy, right? Where they got the soldiers posted up saying, nah, you can't come in here, man.
Hey, what you do have in Jamaica is a bunch of Chinese people that are taking over the land. Why is that? Leviticus 26 and 17, I believe.
There's a Chinese embassy in Washington, D.C.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You got, man, it's funny to look at when you see Haitians speaking French. It's crazy. That's an oppressor's language.
Yeah, that's true. Haitians speaking
That's who conquered them. But look here, the Haitian revolt, when they had the Haitian revolt, they to this day, they have to pay reparations to the French for them trying to overcome oppression.
Yep.
Madness. Yeah, let's get that Psalm 73, start at 3.
Con, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 73, and verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked, for there are no bands in their death.
Hey, that code word wicked keep coming up.
But their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men.
They are not in trouble like other men, neither are they plagued. They're plagued like other men.